Welcome to all. In this video, we are going to see how to create child thread in Java. Before get inside the video, we have to know just what is mean by a thread. A thread is the smallest executable unit inside a program. So a program can have multiple threads. So that is called as multiple threading or multi-threading. So all threads can run simultaneously. So here all the threads inside the program can share the same process address space. One thread can communicate with another thread with an inexpensive manner, and also we can able to switch one thread into another thread with less cost. In Java, whenever you run a program, there is a thread called as main thread, which is running automatically in our program. So this thread is the starting thread of the program. From the main thread, we can create any number of child thread. So once all the child threads completes its work, the main thread again is the end thread of the program. So the main thread will be the starting of the program, and also it will be in the ending of the program. So there are two ways to create the child thread in Java. The first way is implementing the runnable interface. The second way to create the child thread is by extending the thread class. This video we will see how to create the child thread by implementing the runnable interface. So if I want to create a child thread by implementing the runnable interface, I need to follow 5 steps. So step 1, create a child class that implements runnable interface. The second step, override run method. The third step, create instance for the child thread class. Fourth step, create instance for the thread class by passing the child class instance. And the last step, start the thread. So now we will code it. Before that, I told there is a main thread which is always running in your Java program. So to see the main thread which is running in your Java program, you have to put thread t is equal to thread dot current thread. So this current thread function returns the instance of the main thread which is running in the Java program. So if I put sout, it will display the information about the main thread which is running in our Java program. So we will run it. And this you can see, this is our thread class. This is the name of the thread main which is running in the Java program, and this is the thread priority, and this is the group name of the main thread. So now we will code our child thread. First we have to create a child class that implements the runnable interface. So class child thread implements runnable. So step 1 is over. So in the runnable interface, we have abstract method called as run. So that method need to be override. So public void run. So this is our step 2. So inside the run method, we need to write the logic, what the child thread wants to execute. So now I want to display inside the child thread the values from 1 to 5. So sout child thread started and I am writing a for loop. Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, s out, child thread, print the I value. So this I need to print with a time interval. Okay. For that I need to use a function called as thread sleep. In the sleep we have to pass the milliseconds. So if it is 3 seconds, I will pass 3000 milliseconds. And this sleep method is generally, it is a checked exception. So it need to be handled. So already you know that if you want to handle with the checked exception, you need to use either try catch or by use the throws keyword. So here it is a checked exception. So now I am going to use with the try and catch block. Catch interrupted exception E. So now the logic what I want to do with my child thread I have written inside my run method. And now I am going to step 3. I have to create an instance for the child thread class. So in my main program I am going to create instance for the child thread. New child thread. And the fourth step, we have to create the instance for the thread class. And that I need to pass the instance of the child thread. So I have passed the instance of the child thread. So this is our step 3 and this is our step 4. After that, using that thread instance, I have to call the start method. So now my thread got started to execute. So this is our step 5. So meanwhile, I need to give some task to my main thread. So I am putting s out, main thread started, and main thread I need to display the value 1 to 5 in the reverse order. For int I is equal to 5, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus, s out, main thread I, and this also I need to print with the interval. So thread dot sleep of 3000 seconds, and this also again unhandled exception. So we need to put with the try and catch. So try and the corresponding catch block, interrupted exception E. Okay, so now our program is ready to create the child thread in the main program. So now we will execute it. Okay, so our main thread started, child thread started, then our main thread is executing, child thread is executing. So they are interleaving each other. So you are getting main thread first, child thread, main thread, child thread. So like that you are getting the output. So we can change the sleep state and we can check. So now also main thread started, child thread, then our main thread, child thread. Okay, so now you can see here. So 2 times our main thread it got executed. So it depends upon if you vary the sleep state, the time interval, and if you have multiple threads that can run in your program, then we will get the different output depends upon your processor execution. So how your processor scheduling your threads inside the CPU, based on that your output will vary. So now you know how to create a child thread using the runnable interface. So first create the child class by implementing the runnable interface. Next override the run method. Third create the instance for the child thread class. Fourth step, create the instance for the thread class and pass the child thread class instance. And finally, start the thread. Thank you.